Hello all, I am Juby George and welcome back to our channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss on research aptitude, and this will be a series of videos, and this will be the first video on research aptitude series. For beginning we will be discussing on, of course we need to know what is research, right? So we will be discussing on what is research, that is the meaning of research, some definitions of research, and also on the objectives of research. Okay, so without much delay, let's get on to our video on research aptitude, and this will be the first video. So what is research aptitude? Aptitude, of course you know, it is the ability or it is a capability in doing something, right? So that is aptitude. And what is research? Of course the name itself suggests that research is something that we are searching again. So we are searching again something through research. So what is research aptitude then? So research aptitude is the ability to or the capability to search again, searching something. And this research is often known as the journey of discovery. At the end of research, you will be discovering something, or you will be developing some new concepts, new theories, which will be, or new knowledge that will be added to the existing knowledge. So the existing stock of knowledge gets added with the new knowledge or theory that you have developed. So this research is often known as the journey through discovery. And why this research aptitude is added to the syllabus of NTU UGC NET exam paper 1? Because after you qualifying this exam, NTU UGC NET exam, you will surely be entering into the teaching profession. You must be, or you will be going for your research career, where you will be researching on the area that you are interested upon. So you need to know some basic concepts of research methodology, right? Also the UGC need to know if you have that ability or if you have that capability to have to pursue a career in research. Okay, and this research often helps in different government policies. Often it helps to formulate new policies, new theories. Okay, so for example, if someone is doing a research in disability studies, which will eventually result in some contribution to the society, where the government looks into this matter of the disability and they will generate new policies. So you are contributing something to the society for the betterment of our society. So that is why the government is so much invested into research. So now let's see some important definitions given by famous personalities on research, right? So let's move on to that, the definitions of research. So an important theoretician, who is John W. Best, has defined research as the systematic and objective analysis and recording of controlled observations that may lead to development of generalizations, principles, or theories, resulting in prediction and possibility of ultimate control of events. So this was the definition that was given by John W. Best. According to this, what he means is that research is a systematic and of course an objective analysis. So in a research process, the systematic approach as well as the objectivity in your analysis of the subject is an important factor. You must not be subjective. You must be objective like a judge. You have to judge based on the samples and data that you've collected and come to a conclusion. It must not be based on any personal feelings, but you have to be objective. And also your research process must be systematic enough so that it will finally conclude without any errors. So this is how John W. Best has defined, and he says It is a systematic and objective analysis of what? Of controlled generalizations. Okay, so these variables and these datas, they are to be controlled. You will take certain features, certain observations, specific observations, and you make generalizations based on that. And what this finally leads to? It leads to generalizations, it leads to theories, it leads to production or generation of new knowledge. So this is what is research according to John W. Best. Now let's see the definition which is given by Oxford Dictionary. So according to the Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, it defines research as a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. Of course, this was what we have discussed until now. In search of new facts in any branch of knowledge, you will be patiently giving your time, your effort for a deep and complete inquiry, or for a deep and complete inquiry or investigation into a specific area or field, which ultimately results in production of a new knowledge or production of new theory or production of something which can also be added to the existing knowledge. Now let's move on to the next part of our video, which is on the objectives of research. Let's see what are some important objectives of research. So what do you mean by research objectives? Objectives are like the aim, or objectives are something that the researcher is trying to obtain from the research. The aims or the goals which will be obtained from the research are called as the research objectives. So of course we have said some objectives earlier itself. Anyway, the first one is that to generate new knowledge, or to generate something new which can also be added to the existing knowledge. So that is the first objective of research. Sometimes these research can also act as a remedy for problems. For example, in action research or applied research, which we will be discussing in the coming videos, okay, so in case of such action research or applied research, they are kind of remedial research for immediate problems. For solving immediate problems or something, you will be analyzing the cause of something or the reason of something, and you will be providing remedy based on the research. Okay, so it can also be a remedy. Research can also be act as a remedy for some problems. Then the third point is that through a research, you try to get more knowledge of something. Okay, so if someone is doing some research on COVID-19, so that person will be interested to know what are the causes of it, how it originated. So that person, that researcher will be spending more time to know about COVID-19. He or she, through that research, aims to get more knowledge of that particular area. So that is another important point in objectives of research, that is to gain knowledge of a phenomenon or knowledge of a particular area. Then the next objective of research is that it also helps to verify certain social facts, social generalizations that exist in our society. Let us take the example of a researcher who is interested in disability studies. So that there are certain myths, certain ideas or generalizations or social facts related to disability. So a person who is interested in disability studies will be inquiring more on to this, the social myths or social facts, and also he or she then takes these as the research objective and sometimes make the social generalizations as wrong. They prove it wrong and they come up with new generalizations and new facts and ideas on that. So this research also helps to verify certain social facts, social generalizations, and so on. And then another important research objective is that to analyze the frequency of occurrence of certain incidents. Okay, you might have had experiences of the government or the news channels or the weather forecasters. They will be informing you like this place will receive heavy rain during this time, a particular time of the year, right? So, how do they calculate and inform you? It's based on the research and the data collection they have made. So they can inform you that how frequent this particular incident or event or phenomenon can happen in this particular place based on the research they have done. So this research has a wider scope in today's world. Only a good research can help the development of the country in economics, in education, in medicine, in engineering, in literature, in all the fields we are surrounded with. There is the importance of research. Okay, so we have discussed until now what is research, the definition of research, and also the objectives of research. So I hope that you have got a good introduction on research, and on the coming videos we will be discussing on the type of research and the methods in research, the steps in research, and all the topics that are included in the NTU UGC NET exam paper 1 research aptitude module. So, and I hope that this video helped you. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.